Hey, what's up everybody? This is me Ray from raynamas.com and welcome back to this brand new After Effects tutorial. In this tutorial, we are gonna create a creative slideshow animation inside of After Effects without using any third-party plugin. And if you are new to the channel, consider subscribing and also press the bell icon so you will get notified whenever I will post a new tutorial. And if you want to download the project file of this tutorial, so link is on our Patreon and you can download from there. And if you really enjoy our content on this channel, so you can support us by joining our Patreon. Link is in the description. Now without wasting any time, let's jump straight into After Effects and get started. Alright guys, here we are in After Effects and let's start by clicking over here and create a new composition and rename it to main as of main render comp. Width and height is 1920 by 1080, 30 fps and 7 seconds long, and hit OK. Perfect. Now again go over here and create a new composition and rename it to media underscore 01. Width and height is 1920 by 1080 and same properties as our previous composition, and hit OK. Now here we have this image right over here. Drag and drop it in the media comp and hit S on your keyboard to scale, to reveal the scale properties and scale it down like so. Now go back to your main composition and close this right over here. Now in the main composition, right click over here and create a new solid layer and rename it to BG for background. Then go into effect and preset window and search for fill effect. Drag and drop this effect on this BG layer and change the background color according to your preferences. I'm going with this black color and hit OK. Now go over here and hold on this rectangle tool and select the ellipse tool. Then go over here and turn on the title action save and draw a circle by holding the shift key on your keyboard like so. So to move the anchor point into the center of this shape layer, we will use this free script from the Motion Design School, which you can download from their website, and that is completely free. So select this layer and go over here and click right here, so the anchor point will be moved in the center. Now to change its color, simply click over here and change its color to somewhere around this red color like so, and hit OK. Select this circle and rename it to circle underscore 01 like so. Now select the circle and place it right over here and go over here and click on the stroke and turn off the stroke like so. Now select this circle and select this point and hold shift on your keyboard to scale it down like so. Now go into effect and preset window and search for Gaussian blur legacy version and drag and drop this Gaussian blur on this layer and change the blurriness to somewhere around 500% like so. Now close its properties, select this circle and press Ctrl D to make a duplicate, and select this one and drag it somewhere around here. Then select this point and drag it right over here and place it somewhere around here. Now change its color to somewhere around this blue color like so. Now select both the circles by holding shift on your keyboard and press T to reveal the opacity property and make the opacity somewhere around 30%. And press U to close the properties like so. Now take the type tool and type in the text that you want. I'm gonna type slideshow like so. Now scale it up all the way 1296 and align it into the center like so, and move the anchor point into the center like this. For the font, I'm gonna take Morganite. You can download this font from the link in the description like so, and align it into the center like so. Again move the anchor point into the center right over here. Now go into the properties of this text, select this text, go to animate and add the opacity. Now select this animator 1, go to add and add property of position, and now change the position to somewhere around here and go into advanced, change the shape to ramp up and change the ease height to -100%. Now make sure you are at the very beginning of your animation and change the offset to -100% and add a keyframe by clicking on the stopwatch icon of the offset. Then go at 2 seconds and change the offset to 100% like so. Now select both the keyframe. So here we will use this script which will save us a lot of time, and like we usually do, right click over here, go to graph keyframe assistant and easy ease them. We will simply select both the keyframes, go into graph editor and select them right over here, and we can change them by dragging this slider. So set it around 96% and go back, and this is how our text animation will look like. Now close its properties and go into effect and preset window and search for transform effect. Drag and drop it right over here and go at 1 second and add a keyframe on skew and scale. Now go at 2 seconds and change the skew to -7 and change the scale to somewhere around 140 like so. Now press U to reveal the keyframes. Select all the keyframes and click on this slider to make them ease. Now select this text and go over here and change the fill to stroke like so and set the stroke to 1% like this. Now close its properties and press T to reveal the opacity and set the opacity to somewhere around 10% like so. Perfect. Close its properties. Now right click over here, new, and take a new adjustment layer and rename it to FX. Go into effect and preset window and search for noise effect. Drag and drop this noise right on this adjustment layer. Change the amount of noise to somewhere around 4% and uncheck this use noise. Perfect. Now again go into effect and preset window and search for sharpen. Drag and drop this effect right over here and set the sharpen to somewhere around 5% like this. And this is how our background will look like. Select all the layers, right click, pre-comp, and rename it to BG for background and move all attributes and hit OK. Perfect. Now go into project window and select this ellipse tool and draw a circle in from the middle of the canvas like so by holding Ctrl and Shift on your keyboard like this. And then select this layer and drag it down somewhere around here like so. Now close its properties and rename it to matte. Drag and drop your media one right over here and go into track matte option and select this pick whip and select the matte layer to make the track matte like so. And now select this media one and drag it down like somewhere around here. Now take the type tool and type in the text that you want. I'm gonna type creative. Select all and drag it down like so and change its stroke and change the stroke to fill like so. Select the selection tool and drag it down like here and scale it down a little bit more somewhere around 340 and place it right over here like so. Now to move its anchor point into the center, simply click over here so the anchor point will be moved in the center. Now select this layer and press Ctrl D to make a duplicate and drag it down like so and double click to rename that and type slideshow like this. Now select both the text and scale them down a little bit more like so, somewhere 270 should be fine like so. Now select the slideshow and drag it right over here like this and place it somewhere around here. Perfect. And align them to the left side like this. Now select both the text and select this pick whip and you can change its color to somewhere around here, or you can select this fill and change its color to whatever color that you want to choose like so. Now use the scroll wheel on your keyboard to scroll the canvas like so and press the spacebar on your keyboard to drag them like so. Now select the pen tool and make sure your fill is off and your stroke is on and choose the linear gradient from here like so. Now click over here and then hold shift and click right over here and change the stroke to 10% and click over here and select this point and change its color to this red color. Then select this point and change its color same as your background color. Then select the opacity option and change the opacity to 0% and hit OK. Now select this layer and double click on that, or you can go into the properties of this stroke, shape 1, gradient, and select this option and you will see you have these 2 points. Drag them right over here and drag this one right over here to create a fading stroke like this. Now select this layer and rename it to stroke _01 and go over here and set it to fit like so. Now select this layer again, go into properties and change the align cap from the butt cap to round cap like so. Now close its properties like so and select this layer to move its anchor point into the center by clicking over here. Perfect. Now select the stroke and press Ctrl D, then press R to reveal the rotation and rotate it by 90 degree and place it right over here and take the type tool and type in the text that you want. I'm gonna type this text that I have right over here and paste it right over here. Now press Ctrl A to select all the text and scale it down like so. For the font, I'm gonna use Clash Grotesque, so you can download all these fonts from the link in the description and scale it down to somewhere around here and open it up like so and select this one and drag it down somewhere around here and select this stroke and drag it right over here. Perfect. Now select this text and move the anchor point into the center by clicking right over here. Perfect. So our design part is ready. Now let's move to the animation part. Now go at 1 second and now select our title. Simply place this one on the top and that one right over here and stroke at this point and drag them all the way upside and change their color so we can recognize them easily. And that is our description, and change its color to orange one. And this is our image and change its color to the green one, like so. Perfect. And now go at 2 seconds and select your title from here and press P to reveal the position properties and add a keyframe. Now press Shift plus T to reveal the opacity properties and go at 1 second and add a keyframe on the opacity and change the horizontal rotation to somewhere around here. And then go at 1 second and change the vertical position to somewhere around here and change the opacity to 0%. Now select all the keyframes and go over here and click on these sliders. So that slider will help us save us a lot of time. And this is how the animation will look like. Now go at 1 second and select the stroke and drag it at 1 second and select the keyframes of the opacity and drag them right here by holding the shift on your keyboard and select this keyframe and delete it like so. Now go at 2 seconds and drag it right over here by holding the shift on your keyboard and go at 1 second and drag this layer right over here. And now go at 3 frames, you can see that right over here, and drag it like drag the slideshow text right over here to make it a little bit displaced. And this is the title will look like so. So the stroke is coming before this text, so drag it right over here and this is how it will look like. Perfect. Now select these 3 layers and press U to close their properties. Now select the media layer and go into parent and link and select this pick whip and make the matte the parent of the media layer like so, and select both the layers and press P to reveal the position and select this matte one and go at 2 seconds and add the keyframe on position and go at the very beginning of your animation and make the position down right over here. Now select both the keyframes and click over here and this is how it will look like so. Now go at 2 seconds and select the media layer and press S to reveal the scale property and add a keyframe on scale and go at 3 seconds and scale it down to 90% like so. Now select both the keyframes and click right over here to make them easy ease like so. Now select this description text and go into properties of this text and select this text, go to animate and add opacity. And now select this animator one, add and go add the position and change the position to somewhere around here. Go into range selector one and go at the very beginning and change the offset to -100% and add a keyframe. Then go at 2 seconds and change the offset to 100%. Go into graph editor and change the shape to ramp up, ease high to -100% and change the base mode from characters to line like so. Now, and change the opacity to 0% and select both the keyframes and hit F9 to make them easy ease and close its properties. Now select the stroke 2 and go at 1 second and press T to reveal the opacity properties and Shift plus P to reveal the position property and add a keyframe by clicking on the stopwatch icon and go at the very beginning of your animation and drag it down somewhere around here and change the opacity to 0% and select all the keyframes and make them easy ease like so. And now go at 1 second and drag these 2 layers right over here. And now here we have these 2 elements, drag and drop them right over here and go at 2 seconds and drag it right over here and go into effect and preset window and search for tint effect. Drag and drop this effect on this layer and change its map white to match with our theme like so. Now here we have this flares, drag and drop it right over here and change its blending mode to add and select this layer. Go into effect control panel and select this tint effect and select this layer and hit Ctrl V to paste it. Now go into effect and preset window and search for curves effect and drag and drop this curves on this flare and change it the graph something like this and this one like that and press Ctrl A to select all the layers and press U 2 times to close the properties of all the layers and go at 1 second and 15 frames and select this design element layer and drag it right over here and this is how our final animation will look like. Perfect. You can also download this complete template on my Patreon, where you will get how I created these design elements and also these affiliates. So for more information, check out my Patreon. Link is in the description. So that's it for today, guys. I hope you have learned something new in this tutorial, and if you really did, consider subscribing and also press the bell icon so you will get notified whenever I will post a new tutorial. And I will see you in my next tutorial. Till then, keep practicing, keep growing. Bye.